All right. Ready?
CSIS Unit 37.
Yeah.
Toronto is under attack. By Null Sector.
There's something different about Null Sector this time.
They've taken over most of the city and they're rounding up Omnics. They need our help.
People are answering Winston's recall. There's new blood on the team. And we have so much to teach them.
Lucy looks so funny there.
Can I just say, okay, there's something about giant exploding ships that just like melts my heart. Okay. Like any you could just
It's the Star Wars kids in all of us.
I could be watching the shittiest movie ever, but if they have a scene where a giant ship explodes and it looks amazing, I will love the movie.
If we can stop Null Sector, maybe we can save the city.
Coming through!
Been a while, Vivian.
As if I didn't have enough problems already.
So we fly up there.
So first I'm like, okay, too. Yeah, looks like there's some reused like models and stuff like that, but yeah.
Smash through anything that gets in our way. And what's another business?
I hate to interrupt the moment, but I'm picking up reports of more attacks in other cities.
It's a fight they want. I say let's give it to them.
So then we get whole new maps for new game modes, which even they might be. I think these are somewhat probably they could be like reconstructs of the existing maps, like extra areas and things like that they have. Which
yeah, that part with Echo kind of looked like it used assets from Numbani a little bit.
Sick. Oh, this is like Junkertown stuff. It looks like. The Numbani, yeah. I'll just keep.
Engage.
This I find really cool. Hero mastery, like I really hope they have training for every single hero.
Time to create peace with bullets. Greetings.
That would only, I think, be good if it was like something that some of the pro players were involved with.
Yes. I think up to a certain extent too, even if they put you up to the level of a gold player in terms of mechanics, I think that would be better.
Yeah.
And then then have if there's ways to have deeper team-based constructive pro input, then yeah, like that.
LOL, get the ML7 DLC.
Exactly. But like having a 15-minute VR mission for every hero would be really cool, you know? Like it.
Yeah.
That would be hours and hours of content for every single hero, or some, I don't know, they're probably not, probably a lot simple, probably one mission with some bots that you fight and shoot and stuff. I don't know, we'll see, but it is lots of potential.
Oh, yeah! Boom!
I hope this is more than just this, but
it's the Neo simulator.
The world is counting on us.
I do love that every attempt to make Lucio look badass is thwarted by the boot machine going boop.
That is a new hero.
That's a gun.
That's a gun. I didn't see the. I've only seen.
Give Echo a gun.
That
is a gun.
That isn't a wing. It's a gun. That's a scarf.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or a cape
okay.
or something.
Or maybe
like
a cape.
Well, it looks. Oh. So. Sojourn, but it looks like part of its arm or something. Like Do I have it on?
Yeah.
One sec. Are you kidding? They only have 1080. They can't give us 4K.
It looks like a blade too.
It almost does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Here,
Looks
I
like
can
a
slow
big old Inuyasha sword.
Let me slow that down. Playback speed.
Let's get the frame by frame. Oh yeah, no, that's a cape.
Yeah, that's a cape.
That's a cape. This is probably her ultimate.
Like salute the sun or something. What if we get the Overwatch character and it's the grandparents from Risk of Rain?
Well, here's what gets me. Okay. I'll point this out, and the new developers seem to be a little more okay with this. And this is where I don't like. I'm against pros, in a sense, as a game, because pros, I honestly, they just gotta fucking deal with whatever we throw at them. Get over it. It's a video game. You play a video game for a living, which of course matters. But like, there are certain things like visual blockades that Overwatch doesn't really have. And there's a lot of other concepts, like space control and whatnot with these passive utilities that Overwatch doesn't really have. And now this may not be it. I may be totally wrong, but I see something like this, like a blinding light, and I see a flashbang, right? I see something where this is a support that when they use their ultimate, everybody who's in that area, it's like a white blinding light, and anybody who's looking at that character just sees white on their screen, right? Or like bright silhouettes of the enemy instead of you know, and the reason why I'll point this out is because Blizzard tends to be
getting inked in Mario Kart.
Yeah, Blizzard, exactly, that's exactly it. Blizzard tends to be pretty lazy too with their trailer footage. They actually use, when they use in-game footage, they use like, or not late, I don't, it's like a double, I don't know, it's a two-way street where it's like they use the in-game what's it called,
Assets.
Yeah, the assets, but the intros, the highlight intros, right? They'll use those highlight intros a lot in their trailers, and their highlight intros often contain the exact abilities that the characters have. So we're probably looking at a highlight intro of one of these characters' like ultimate abilities, which, look at this, it's a visual obstruction to the point where you're blinded. You're blinded completely. Now you could imagine having to like pull back around a corner because that character just for a flash of a second uses it, and that's enough for the enemy team to jump out with a Widowmaker.
That's enough time for Reinhardt to charge down main and slam your team. Like
exactly, you know, like there's something. So I could be hoping here, but that's what I see.
If that's the case, that does seem like a support ability.
It really does. It really does. Like, I do think smoke grenades could be used in Overwatch, but because pros are like, this is the way the game is played, and they're so, you know, vocal about, which they're right in some ways. They're not really like, higher lows are not really like thinking outside of the box as to what like a game can be. And I think this new development team, and I'm not like, I'm totally disappointed in them. Don't feel like I'm gonna shit on them any day. They don't have any of my faith right now at all. But they seem to not care about the old Overwatch traditions, which I'm relatively okay with.